Hi everyone, how are you? I'm Abel and welcome back to my channel. So how are you doing on these days of social retirement? By the way, I hope that if you are watching this, you are healthy and you are with the people you love. I have been thinking a lot about what to create for this video, and since I have these new watercolors I just got, I thought it would be a great idea to set myself a challenge and try something I'm not comfortable with. That's why for today's video, I will show you how I made this illustration to send you my best wishes. First I will show you the materials I used, and then let's do it. I will use paper, watercolor, a napkin, container with water, pencil and eraser, this white jelly roll, and a brush with a fine tip. Remember that the complete list of materials is in the description box. The first step is to make the sketch of a hand in the paper, and for this you can use an image as reference. By the way, I used a photo of my hand as a guide. Now I will take off the excess of pencil using an eraser. I am very interested in seeing how these watercolors performs, so I will use a couple of techniques to apply them. First of all, for these first fingers, I will wet the paper and then I will apply the watercolor, first with a thin layer of paint, and then I will intensify once in a while, taking the watercolor directly from the peel. And if at some point I see that the paper is over wet, I can use a napkin to take off a little of the excess of water. I will use the paper dry for the remaining fingers, and I do this to see how the colors are going to combine. That, by the way, I will use just a couple of colors for each finger, and I will stick with the palette I like the most and the one I'm most comfortable with, and that's the blue and the purple, which are also the colors I like to use for the galaxy effect. Once I finish the fingers, I will paint the palm of the hand, and here I will use this coral. By the way, I haven't used this kind of colors before because I am terrified to paint skin, but I thought that with all this time I set myself, it would be a great idea to create something with this particular style. And here I will just put the watercolor with the paper dry, and I will intensify the right part to create a little depth with shadows. For this step, I will use the sketch I made at first to paint the lines on the palm of the hand. Now comes a very interesting part, because as I told you, I've never used this color before, and since I want the colors of the fingers and hand to be combined, I was a little worried about how these colors are going to look. And what I did was to apply water right where the colors meet, and applying a little amount of the colors I've used, for example a little amount of blue, then purple and then coral, and so until I like how it looks. To give a final touch, I will use this white jelly roll to go through the lines of the sketch, especially on the hands and in the lines of the palm. And also I will create some stars, but if you don't have this material, you can use white acrylic or white ink. What do you guys think of this illustration? I can tell you that before I even made this watercolor, I had many doubts, because I was extremely worried about painting a hand because I am not comfortable working with this kind of proportions, although I am very happy with the final result, even though I now see some details I don't like. First of all, and as I told you while I was trying to blend the colors right on this part, I had no idea how this is going to look or how the watercolors are going to combine, but it was actually pretty simple to blend. Another thing I noticed was that I used a brush with white bristles, and the watercolor stained them a lot, actually way more than the watercolors I normally use, but overall I was very motivated to create this illustration because of the hard times so many people are going through, and I thought this would be a great way to send you a message of good hope and good luck on this video. Take care of yourselves and the people around you, and my best wishes to you all. And if you're not subscribed and you would like to be, hit the subscription button, or you can do that on the image that's over here, and turn on the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when there's a new video around. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, and for sharing this content, and I recommend you to see these videos that you may like. Follow me on my social media that's on the screen and in the description box, and I'm off to see you next time. Bye bye!